It's Friday. And more importantly, it's time to play some Touhou. Hello, 11. So who's going to be involved today in the trial? Who is the plaintiff? Who's the suspect we have to defend? We must take our guesses. Surely it's gonna be new, right? Surely it's gonna be new A this time. On the third game be the SDM again. That's a good point. I mean, I guess we'll probably see taters. I don't have my thing open. My keyboard. There you go. I don't know. The fact that it's specifically 3.5, I don't think they're gonna be using them. I've been wrong about things before, though, so anything's possible. Whether or not anything is probable is a different story, but anything's possible. Aki's the culprit. Featuring on Hot Wild. We haven't seen Renosuke in a hot second. Like, Cordo's been mentioned, but we haven't seen Renosuke in a hot second. Maybe he's ready. Maybe he's plotting to get his revenge. Did he? I don't know if he got those swimsuit pictures. Fudoshis, yeah. The poor, poor soul. If we ignore PC98, though, it's like, what characters haven't we seen? Rumia has been mentioned, but we haven't actually seen Rumia. I'm gonna ignore, like, Qua and Dai. We have not seen Flan. We've not seen Flan. We have not seen Wriggle. We have not seen Letty. We have not seen Chen. No Prism Rivers. What do you mention? Yeah, there's the one Letty mentioned for the next 3 months. No Prism Rivers. No Ron. We haven't seen Ron either. No Wriggle. We've seen everyone else from that game, though. I can't play against the spell today. I first tried Divine Virtues, but the spell is impossible. Listen, it's late in the day. That's my excuse. We have not seen Medicine. There we go. Yeah, to be fair, I'm specifically referring to the Aya Ace Attorney games that I've been playing through, and who has appeared in them thus far. There's been scarce. Yeah, she hasn't been like majorly involved, but like she's popped up like several times. Medicine's the only one from that game, though we haven't seen. I should do a tiny bit of Omiji. Omiji, my beloved, my behated. No Minariko or Shizua. No Hina. We've seen everyone else from this game, though. Would break something, and then your ID card have to cover it up. Now that would be an intriguing idea. But, like, then they broke it on purpose because in order to teach, like, someone a lesson. Sure, it feels more about like a support character in the fam. Yes, time passes by. Yeah! I don't think I disagree with that. He used to kind of come off as almost a more of a mastermind type of idea, but, like, the Touhou has expanded its cast, because, like, if you go back to, like, 2011, right, there's a lot of fan games that are in a 4-year, like, vicinity of this, and most, like, fan games tend to, like, seem to really be, you know, this cast, so there's a lot of historic context with this for at least Touhou fan games. And Yukari is, like, kind of like the mastermind character, per se. Like, the mysterious, like, behind-the-scenes, really strong type of character. And there's really not anyone else to use, like... The only other character people, like, could use for, like, pseudo-villainish at all, for at least, like, for usual mastermind ideas, maybe Tenchi? In that era? And, like, people tend to not use the Watatsukis for that, either. Like, Yorihime, so... And it was really all in Yukari, but, like... Nowadays, you have... I feel like there's so much more with fandom that, like... And especially with, like, PC98 becoming fairly popular as time has gone on, it feels like there's so much, like, other... Well, I feel like Tenchi for a while, it was always in the cat, like Yukari kind of a mastermind idea. Tenchi, like, I feel like has always taken the role of, like, if you want to make a Touhou character in your fan work, that's a villain. You throw her or Kaneko. I feel like that was generally the idea for a while. Getting more popular? A bit. I'm not gonna say it's a ton, but, like, I know a number of fan works, pseudo-recent fan works, like within the past 5-6 years, that have been getting PC98 love. And also I know this is the Touhou gameplay scene, which is not quite the whole scene as abroad, but the gameplay scene, PC98 has become a lot more popular as of late. So that also has increased things. But I also do think that even in fanworks, it's become a little bit more popular as of late too. Like a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and say a ton. But I definitely feel like PC98 has become more popular than it... Like, a little... Not a lot. But I feel like I've seen it a bit more otherwise. Because, like, Yuka, very prevalent. I know she's modern. Like, she's in the windows. Mima has always been around in like, fan work. No, someone draws a cute Gengetsu based. Like, Mima has always been around fanworks, whether or not PC98 is included. Generally speaking. More Ella stuff? Dude, give me any of it. Personally, I want to see Chiri, Yumemi, or Shinki. Like, those are the ones I want to see the most, but give me any of it. Just put Touhou characters in your fan works, and I'll be happy. Well, let's see. Good one, Game Glitch. I should ban you for that. Recycled joke, SMH. I totally never make that joke either. No early fairy SMH my head. Early 20 mil though. See any characters look so samish? Who are you referring to in that regard? Playing 5 blonde maids? I mean... I can think of, if you're talking like blondish regard, I can think of... Ellie. I can think of Gengetsu and Mugetsu, but I kind of put them in like a different like category. I can think of Yumiko, who maybe I put in a similar category. Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of like play the game and it works for Touhou. Yeah, and then he made Orange. The greatest Touhou character of all time. Orange. I will say, I do play Touhou full-screened. I don't know if it being in full-screened or windowed will affect streaming via OBS. So, that's also a whole different question. Yeah, but like... In the gameplay scene, having PC98 being more popular is relevant to... But it's not... It is a very small subset of the Touhou fandom as a whole. Kind of like Persona 5, right? It's like, yeah, man, I love Persona 5. Yeah, you beat the game? No, I've never played in my life. We have Ellis. The poster I have features her. Neat. The fanfics to go off the deep end. No, you don't, Game Glitcher. Hold on. No, you fucking don't. Family, I'll comment on that in a second. No, you fucking don't, Game Glitcher. You're the one who, the moment someone takes a character and, like, makes them say a word that you're like, they wouldn't say that canonically. This is unbelievable. This is not true at all. Oh my gosh, she said, like, a word. I don't believe she would actually say this normally. The thing is about the newer Touhou games, it's like, you'll have like a very, like, first of all, you have to talk about the people who vote in the Touhou poll, which I didn't even vote for the Touhou popularity poll. So, So you have to go through the people who will actually like vote in that poll in the first place. But like, it's the reality of the reason why it tends to be pretty static is the fact that the community as a whole, like, Touhou gameplay is the Touhou games are very, like, small subset of the community. It's like the Touhou fandom as a broad is much bigger. So the problem is even when you introduce new characters for something that's been around for well over 20 years at this point, it's the fact that even if people like the new stuff, it's people want to go back and be like, oh, but Imperishable Night. Like, it's the fact that you have 20 years of work with some of these things, and even for some of this stuff, maybe not quite 20 years, but even up to LOL K, you have... When did LOL K come out? 18 was 21. I mean, 17 would have been 19. 16 would have been 7. Was that 2015? 2015? Okay. So you have 10 years of, like, any part of the Touhou scene, whether it is the main games, whether it's fan games, whether it's artworks, whether it's music. I'm not talking listening to the OSTs online. I'm talking about, like, the actual, like, bands, like Akatsuki Records, Soundholic, Undead Corp, like, all of the actual band. Like, you have 10 years of people making stuff on this. And then also, because when people make new stuff, a lot of people want to look at that stuff, be like, hey, I want to make things based off the things I like. So it's just the fact that, like, there are new characters that'll become popular in quotes for various reasons. Now the question is, what defines popular? Like, if you're gonna put top 30 in the popularity poll, then I hate to break it, but, like, no new character is ever going to be popular. But there's always going to be new characters that get liked, but the reality is, no matter what new character comes out, it's never going to compare to the fact that, Luna Knights exist, and Luna Knights is incredibly popular, and that's going to make Sakuya really popular. Among many, many, many other things. So you really have to get people... Why would you do that to the game? Hate USD characters. I mean, it's just the nature of the poll. It's like, it's always going to exist this way. Oh, ended it on Imperishable Night, true. The egg poll tonight. I'm interested to see how the egg one goes, although... We're on top 3 always. Like, and also a way that fandoms work is people really tend to gravitate towards, like, a few characters. Like, people tend to really love, I really love, like, these couple characters, and they will, like, always stick to those characters. So, like, even new characters, like, I like this, but, like, they'll always go back to the de facto characters that they like. I mean, when you think about 42 in terms of the total popularity poll, if you ignore some of the characters that should not exist in the popularity poll, that's still putting her about top 20%, right? That is pretty damn good. Mirko's very tasty. I'll take your word for it. Kamada. I like Kamada too. Don't come at me for that one. I think big thing about Megumu, too, is the fact that she is, like, Tengu, so people really can, like, throw her in with the Tengus already. Like, there's a lot of, like, you know, quote-unquote uninteresting characters that would not be this high up. Like, that would not be this high up if it wasn't for decade-plus of, like, context. That's decade-plus of, you know, engagement with them. Okay, Minariko doesn't exist. She shows up in the new Touhou game. She's not going to be loved nearly as much as she is. But that's just the nature of it. That's one of the many reasons why, like, the popularity poll is, like, weird. Like, there's really not, like, much point in, like, digging too deep into the popularity poll, really. Yeah, like, it's also why you shouldn't, like, take the poll too seriously, though. Like, imagine going out there and, like, making bots to cast extra votes on the character that you specifically want. Not that anyone has ever done that, like, you know, done, like, fake votes, per se, in the Touhou popularity poll of all fucking things. To buy 20,000 Koichi. Yeah, it's like... It's like, honestly, the thing about, like, what I care more about with popularity polls is, like, to take individual, like, groups and, like, see, oh, what's the popularity poll here? Like, if you go to, like, a certain community, like, if I just, like, for example, with the Touhou Replay Showcase community, you know, it's a few hundred people in there. If I, like, ask people in there to do a popularity poll, just the people there, I'd be really interested to see what the end result is. Just the people who are, like, in the community of, like, generally, of actual gameplay players. Like, honestly, a lot of, like, lunatic players. Compared to, okay, I want to go to, like, the Lost Branch community. The people who engage with Touhou, most notably off of Lost Branch Legend. And then ask that. Like, what's that popularity poll look like? Because I find that a lot more interesting than the broad. Because when you get the broad, you kind of get... and everything else. Yeah, that's why some things... That's why I think the popularity poll as a whole is kind of meaningless, per se. Like especially, like, each new year, it feels almost increasingly, like, eh. But, like, I find it interesting when you see, like, individual communities of, like, few dozen people, couple hundred people, maybe up to 1,000 people, and, like, oh, what's this group? Ooh. Zombie Fairy, my beloved. Difficult jump from easy to normal so big. I can't help you with that one. I'm sorry. Obviously the answer I should give is skill issue. Get good, lol, scrub. Right? That's how that works. Nah, I don't really know jumps, especially, like, in Mountain of Faith, from, like, the easier difficulties to the harder difficulties well. Especially easy, I've never, like, played easy across the games. Like, I went normal, hard, lunatic for USD, but that's the only one I'm really familiar with. But I do know that, at least from my little bit of experience doing it, is getting used to, like, new difficulties is a big jump. Because, like, especially if you play, like, a certain difficulty a little bit to get accustomed with it to the point where you can get a pretty nice clear for it, and then you move to the next difficulty, it can be a very big jump. Of, like, whoa, because, like, it's not like, oh, there's a bit that's hard. It's a bit that's harder. It's everything is harder. What was the other thing I wanted to comment on? I'm already past that one. You know that Vietnam likes Yugi a lot. Yugi at a much harder rate than others. And their mascot lets Marissa more than Reimu normally. Yeah, that's what I find is very interesting. It's just better, yeah. Not, well, okay, I was about to say, not according to the Ace Attorney devs, but then I said, well, they hate both Reimu and Marissa, so, yeesh. Woof. I mean, I just think aesthetically, like, Reimu has a much more Eastern appeal, and Marissa has a lot more Western appeal. Just aesthetically, if you look at them. That Reimu stinks. Whoa, 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 Dami Coast. Has the nicer MMD models, and that's the line you have to go for. It depends on who makes them, though. It really depends on who makes them. There's some really good MD models for some characters. Reimu stinks. So she's broke. She drinks all the time. All she does is party. SMH, my head. Stigma for being poor. I mean, she just rob people all the time. I guess another thing is that Marissa's usually not categorized as mean as much. Although maybe if you classify stealing as pretty mean. But also Yuri, Marissa's way more popular with the Yuri fandom than Reimu is. Not that Reimu isn't, but I'm just saying, like. And we all know that the only thing that's popular in Touhou and that makes Touhou popular is Yuri. If you Sanai fans, I love both of them. They're both in my top 10, usually. I actually do say I like Sanai slightly more than Reimu. Now, it depends on the Reimu, though, okay? Are we talking about the broke AF, Persuasion Needle, cringe Reimu? Or are we talking about the Giga Chad homing amulet Reimu? Shion single-handedly getting carried by the 10 Shion. I would almost agree with that sentiment, but she also gets carried by the fact that people don't like June because June is rich and Shion is poor, so people automatically sympathize with Shion. For Reimu's belly button. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Order of characters. Western popularity poll, yeah. Reimu does have good armpits, though. That's a big thing that she has over Marissa. Entire public persona's a lie. Jesus, to tell you drug. Michael Catt? Michael Catt is goated. I mean, I also always set in the line that, like, I like every Touhou character, generally speaking. Like, there are ones I generally prefer more than others, but, like, I like all of them. She just doesn't know how to save her money. Yeah, but, like, she, like, will always, like, have money, is the thing, though. Like, she can always, like, the thing is, she just kind of, like, does that. Like, hates Momiji. I am the certified Momiji. Well, I have become incredibly mixed in my opinion with Momiji. There are times where I love her, and there are times where I fucking hate her. Start another incident? She hasn't started another incident. Yeah, that was really, really, really poor. I should have just gone to the right. Or just even more to the left. You'll always be your number one. You are like the fourth person I've seen that is that has like said that to me. For every reason, in the small amount of peoples that like I've seen show up to my streams, it's like Hina fans are everywhere. SA Reimu Egg. Yo, don't you mean the inferior shot type? Subterranean Needles players, when they try to convince themselves that Persuasion Needles is great, they have to play Flying Insect Nest. Giga Chad, Reimu B players, when they realize that their attack has literally no upside. Also, there's no way I'm going to believe that SA Reimu A is the fourth best shot type in that game on a good day. Not a fucking chance. Not a chance I believe that. Third best? Third best I could believe. Fourth best? I mean, the big thing, one of the big things about Reimu's popularity, at least in terms of gameplay side, is just the fact that, like, she's the default character. And she's always been. So, she generally tends to be more popular like that. Like, if you go to play Touhou, you open the game up, and guess what? Guess what? It's Reimu. It's Reimu staring you in the face. And generally speaking, Reimu Needles is, like, almost always a really, really good attack. I know someone's sitting there right now trying to type in a Reimu Needles that's not a good shot type. But, like, I'm just saying on average, it tends to be pretty damn good. And she is often, like, the default character, so it's just, like, that's why she sees a lot of play. I mean, Rika, I'm not a sweet potato guy myself. Like, it's fine. Like, I'll eat sweet potato, but, like... He has a go a melee shot. She tried really hard. Well, she's done her job already today, plenty. She needs to take a break. For my sanity. She needs to let Hydro Camouflage do its work. Come on. Germany Rico to French fries. Wouldn't that be Gensokyo fries? I'm sorry, you should put me down now. That was early to make the cutback for that Faith. I love jeopardizing my life just for a little bit of score. It's very important. Yup, see, exactly. Say that word. Actually, that's a good point. I'm sorry, I said that word as well. I should make a note to censor myself over that again. Hina using optical camouflage or just hiding the background. She's so powerful, she actually fades between being an ethereal being and in reality. She's just that powerful as a being. Well, highlight characters, yeah. Well, and another big thing about that too is that when you start playing Touhou, you're gifted with Reimu. Like, Reimu is the default character, and unless you have a good reason to want to play otherwise, most people are just going to play as Reimu. And then second of all, if you do that a little bit, you're gonna just get used to it. And then when you go to play, it's like, hey, I want to do the thing I'm comfortable with. Which is what you've been playing, which is just that default Reimu. Multi stars and of a character you see. No, I'm pretty sure it's move speed, shot range, and like damage. I think are the 3 stars in USD. I don't think it's difficulty. Like, I got one of the reasons I've kind of this many times before, but I got into Touhou partly because of homing. Like, homing was an interesting factor in my wanting to get into Touhou. And like, there was a world where maybe I'd pivot off of it to, like, arguably one of the quote-unquote stronger shot types, but I stick with it, partly because it's what I'm used to, and partly because of spite. So, it's just what I do. Reimu B. Yeah, at least PCB Reimu B is also, like, still a really, really good shot for that game. Right? I guess even SA Reimu A is still a pretty damn good shot for that game. Because it's like, when it comes down to SA, it's like, the 4, like, better shots are all, like, pretty good. And then you have Reimu B, which is... I'm not gonna say it's that bad. I'm not gonna give myself that much of a pat in the back, but it is notably I will for sure say a step down than everything else. And then you have obviously Marissa C being definitely the worst. There's no argument there, but it's like the four better shots in SA are at least all like notably like perfectly solid. Is that good? Well, it depends. Are we talking purely in? Are we talking as modern players compare PCB as the game only exists around spam, which I do not like this ranking mindset people use nowadays, or are we taking everything else into consideration? I guess she does still get Lunasa, same with Reimu A, so Reimu B does struggle with that. Although I guess she will do it a little bit better. Waifu can't spin. Is she a real waifu? I mean, that's why Ron was my favorite character for a while. I don't know if I put her at number 1 consistently, but she's still top 5 usually. Hina Fumo. I didn't know she had a Fumo, but I guess that makes sense. shot selection. Yeah, as long as you're in Imperishable Knight. I mean, obviously there's variances, but like in IN, as long as you don't pick some of the solo shot types, like you're not in like okay, you really had to like not move at all and move down. As long as you don't pick any of the solo like bad shot types, you're gonna be like it's gonna be fine. Although I think that kind of has to do with the fact that, like, none of them are particularly bad, and Perishable Knight's not that bad as a whole. For dive rare to go up. Oh, is there a dive one coming out? What about the live one? With chair is kind of crazy. I love the fact that it has the chair with it. You know what I love? I love doing Cranberry Trap with Reimu homing. That's one of my favorite things in all of existence. Will Pumpering they crop? Or as long as you're quick on your fingers, it is generally better to play a little middle of the screen on this attack, because it gives you a bit more wiggle room. Return bridge. That's what Parsi does when she gets done shopping. She returns to the bridge. Breaks you up. Who's most? It's everyone, including me. And I pride myself on this fact. 11! 11, where's your Great Fairy Wars all gold medals? Hello? Don't come in here talking to me until you get your Great Fairy Wars all gold medals, SMH. I need to get past the first 4 enemies there. There's icy, clear, no item. That's on my Patreon, though. You're gonna have to drop, $50 to access that tier with the, possible spell card item list. Sorry about that. That's, one tier, below the feet picks tier, so...
Yeah, but what about grazing? I really need to get my score runs for my grazing to be optimized.
Boom! Hey, and anyone up there loving the exiled doll? Why does this attack exist on stage 2 is a question that I have to ponder. Okay, never crippled by it. Right next, what is this image? I hope when I tab back to the game, my game crashes just because of U11. Yeah, all the girls to love it? Ooh, I didn't know that. Anything you set your mind to. So true, King. So true. Don't crash? It didn't crash.
Yeah, but like also, there's a lot of people who get to the point where the stage portion itself is 70% of the trouble.
Because who cares how good you are against Moko if you're not good enough to get to the stage portion? Replay desyncs. That's not one of the things that usually causes desyncs in this game. So, we should be fine. Replay desyncs are a thing, but, like, I've talked with Alan before multiple times to double check over what things usually cause that. So as long as I'm paying attention to it, it shouldn't ever really be an issue. Really, the only, like, consistent issue is the fact that Stage 4 tends to be buggy, and that, like, kind of no matter what. And, don't, like, double save your replay. That's really it. Just make sure you don't double save the replays. In this game specifically. So I'm not too worried as long as I think twice about it. But I've never double saved replays in any game, so. Escaping, that's it. Yeah. That would also exist for just a number of the older games. I love this attack. This is my favorite attack in all of Touhou. And anyone else love this just super coolly designed attack. It's the easiest attack in the entire game. I love it. What if you triple save, then Zune comes to your house and beats you? And then he will take you out to the bar. So you get to sleep with the Kadia. Only in the dream world, well, Doremi makes you see that, well, she, like, silently kills you. Yeah, I know that 20's replay system had a number of issues. I don't know the current status of it. Right meow, but I think it's mostly fine. Doing what you love. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Kappa Papa. Illusionating the waterfall. Remember, don't go left here. Always go right then left. Oh, I could have had that line too. Whoops. Where are they? Spell card. Drop the yellow in case point M's worth. What the yellow in case items do, it took me a little bit to realize that, is no matter on the screen where you pick them up, they will always be worth the max value. So because normally if you pick them up on the bottom of the screen, they're only worth like a fraction of them. That's why you go to the top of the screen and get the max value. The yellow encased ones will always grant the max value, even if you grab them at the bottom of the screen. At least, I'm pretty sure. That's what I've seen. That seems to be the way it works. Say it one, yeah. The toes aren't hose enough, but now the says are hose. Add your subscribe stream, unbelievable, yeah. Anyway, check out today's sponsor of this stream, Manscaped. Use the link down below to get 15% off. Remember, guys, ladies love it when you shave down there, so make sure you go do that for all of us that are going out there having sex on the regular. Use the link down below to get 20% off your first purchase, but you have to use the link. Use code, how? Fuck, I don't know. What I should do... Ah! Good fucking free bumper crop. Okay, you get 25 Yeah. Your computer exploded, do you get a refund? No. What do you mean moaning? That was a scream, that was a moan. If I moaned, I'd go, ah! Big difference, come on. Yamate kudasai! Oh! There you go. Are you happy now? What I should do is I should do like fake ads, like record like a fake like 90-second ad or something, like just do a complete skit of my own, like faking an like just do a complete fake skit for like every time I go to the bathroom, I just like play like a 90-second like clip of just me sponsoring something that's not real. Alright, sound alerts, totally. Listen, you saw how tight that Minariko final was there, okay? When she bumps on your crop and then she just makes it all nice and tight down there, it's like, what are you gonna do? At that point, you just gotta pray you don't bust your run and have to restart over again. Okay, fortunately you're able to finish in time and clear the spell before it's an issue. So, like... You wanna... Okay. Okay, girls. Oh, I know. Quick, find the best Cassandra mailing you can right now. Chop chop. Or Egyptian beauties. want to, after I finish streaming, look at the analytics to see how many people directly clicked off the moment I started moaning, like, a minute ago. Runark, okay, buddy. I've never said anything weird, so that's too far. Unbelievable. Hey, you freaking bastard. She moved more to the right than I presumed. Speaking of peeing, I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Aren't I imagining looting her? That's just how it works. Larper. You must solve my riddles, Batman. Mahjong again? Is your diction that strong? Mahjong. Okay. That's what I get for playing Touhou at 8 o'clock at night. It's a Friday. But you know what that means? That means tomorrow's a Saturday, which is great. Which means despite being up late, I get to sleep in. I love that one. Croc, is this true? Jarvis, pull that up. Oh my god, you do it way too hard. We're just gonna start hosting Mahjong casinos now. Okay, riddle me this. What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? Blue. No, green! Classic Monty Python. Where's Monty Python, but it's Touhou characters? We need more of that. Anything else have a child? Will be yokai, human, magician, or some kind of chimeric abomination. Probably Japan because she doesn't look like a child. Based. People only like head empty lollies in the Touhou scene. That's what we know is the thing. I shouldn't say the L word. I'm sorry, Twitch. Don't ban me. Oh no. Everyone knows that's the only thing that sells in Touhou. Type to look for girls, exactly. The girls look for him, and he's like, "No, I have a shop I must run, or I have a soccer game to win because Touhou soccer with the Giga Chad Manosuke." I love, by the way, that when I briefly look for Inosuke emote, that's like the only one I could find, and it's such a fucking good emote. I have not gotten the early fairy once today. It has never been more Jover. I'm sorry, it's never been more Rin over. Eek. Ubame? I don't even know who that is. I'll learn when I play 20. Oh yeah, but people also didn't like Okina for a time. He reused her, and she's just like Junko. Unbelievable. And he reused her twice. This is unacceptable. Zoom's getting lazy. Oh, it's too much faith there. No world record for me. Unbelievable. Oop, that was too much baiting. I'm not the master at baiting. He man, no, he's so lazy, dude. I can't believe he reuses Reimu every game, dude. The more and more I just engage with things, the more and more I've started enjoying just characters as a whole more in their respective environment. Sarah's trap. Yeah, you gotta be careful. People are gonna start calling you cultural appropriation. Families into traps? No, Fabby, is this true? Angie dog? She's an Angie dog, but she's... Really? What do I get for playing late? But she's a very cute dog. Job incident, yeah. But 11, was it worth it? Me when I get warped against Sokyo, but instead of having my ultimate harem, I just get eaten alive by yokai. Hey, I got the early fairy. We're so back. To be fair, Yuka is highly loved character. I'm pretty sure I'd go so far to say she's easily the most popular character since Touhou 16, probably since Touhou 15 that dropped. Tough as hell, yeah. Yuka fans equal Hina fans? No, Yuka fans equal Hikadia fans. That's usually how that works. It did more than that. I base my like for characters solely based off of how annoying it is to grind for them in the LNN. Why I hate Momiji. Oh, Momiji's the worst. That's why I hate Lunasa as well. And Satori. Satori's cute though, I like Satori, so she can get a pass. The others, ooh, no shot, bro. No shot. Momiji today? In practice earlier. Listen, it's 8 o'clock on a Friday, okay? I'm tired. And there's, you know, Exile Doll and Bumper Crop, plus other things exist. What's happening to see Momiji today? We're gonna see her later, okay? What, is she not gonna exist in the Ace Attorney game? Well, that's true, she's dead. RIP. I can't believe Kaneko killed Momiji, dude. And that Suwako sent her corpse to Aya. LNN should be alive to lose one life if they tie out Kaneko's final. True. But if you try to time out the final and die in that situation, then you get your balls chopped up. I didn't move enough. I thought I was just past that bullet, but... Who whittle? Excuse me? But squeeze me? Player should be 3 misses on time. You got spring final. True. Subterranean players should be forgiven a miss if you take the Valor approach and do Cat's Walk. I'm sorry, Erratic Cat's Step. That spell, like, every final has a long timer, come on. It's more about the context of how hard the spell is, the exact length of the spell. Okay, it's not about this. It's not about the length of it. It's about how you use it. Two final, yeah. USD players should be forgiven a miss if you time out books. Or someone tells me that books is a timeout. Yeah, I know. It's a joke. It's the duration be the hardest spell. Oh, yeah. You give it twice the health, that's very important for that spell. Unironically, you double Peerless Wind God's timer, and that is suddenly in the... definitely up there in the contention. Like, if that timer went from 18 seconds to 36 seconds... Hell, you don't even have to do that. You can just double, like, the hard part. So go from 18 seconds to 28 seconds. And... it's definitely going to be up there. I don't know if I'd say it's the hardest. You know, that'd be debatable still. And then you'd saw people being, actually, but like, after a while, that's the joke. That's books timeout. You can't. I mean, you always time out books. That's the thing. Well, Reimu homing players always time out books. The others, I guess, can kill a book. So I guess like some of the other shot types might not necessarily time out books fully, depending. Hello again, Minuriko. I cannot wait for the full game of Minuriko's Yuri Farm Enterprise to come out. So just like the ants. Is that a real title? No, I'm making a joke. It's not technically the furthest from the truth, but it's a play. It's a play. There's that Minuriko like farming game that people are working on. So that's where that part came from.
Wait, the first 3 of the... Because there's 6 books, right? The first 3 have less HP than the others? Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that the books had different HP totals. Go for it, Diary game. What's Wriggle's part-time job? Tending Yuka's flowers? Also, canonically, do Wriggle and Yuka ever, like, interact much? Because, like, I know they do a lot in fanon, but do they ever actually, like, interact much in canon? Yeah. I knew that, like, with some of the shot types, of course not the homing one, you could kill a book. I didn't know that some of that was predicated off of the fact that the first 3 have less HP. Who likes medicine? I'm much more of a fan of Medicine X Conoco, dude. Ooh, big fan. Dude, I knew that at least one of the Maristas could kill 2 because of, like, splash damage if they line up properly. But that's also, like, you gotta get them to line up well. My. Sorry. Ada. Fine, good dodging. Well, that's the hard part. Good dodging. Spin to win after every meal. What do you mean by that? Me, every time I eat and I do a fun, cute little twirl afterwards. No, I don't usually do that. Maybe I should start, though. It really sucks with the fact that with Reimu A, you really have to go the extra, like, wave and a half on the spell. H3 Hydro Camouflage, my beloved. Well, I have to also not die of these fairies. Which I usually don't, but, you know, you never count your chickens before they've hatched. Never count your kappas before they've kappaed. You know, nothing's a gimme in Touhou. Never underestimate the human ability to... Oops! Oh, speaking of oops. It's fine. See? Told you it's fine. But yeah. Hack a human! Me when I'm enjoying my peaceful life and then a human appears and ruins my day. I hate people.
almost as much as I hate this spell. Hit certified hitbox moment. I fucking hate this spell. It is going to become my least favorite attack in all of Touhou, I assure you, by the time I'm done with this game. I will definitely hate it more than Fog. And Subsun. And Demon Parade. Lunasan on 2, though? We'll see, we'll see. Hi, Miniriko. It's me. It always is. Make Reimusi playable. Are you talking about this game? Yeah. I know some people like Reimusi. I don't know how much work he has, but I know Alan has played around with her a bit. She has good shotgun damage. Is really the thing that helps her out a bit. She does suffer a lot against a number of things, but she does have the shotgun potential on certain attacks. So she shuts up. The DPS at time. That's always going to be that drawback, though, right? It's good. It's really helpful against some things, and it's a lot worse against some things. It's really take what you get, right? Kind of a risk versus reward. But yes, there are people that have done very well with Reimusi. She's not very popular, but rightfully so. She's not that good, generally speaking, but she does get some love. He's every mid during a run. Yeah, the shot type randomizer. What's the good Marissa shot type in this game? I always forget. Is it C or is it one of the other? I know B has the bug, but I'm talking bugless. What's the good Marissa shot type again? I've had this conversation before and I forget. for Hina. It's always Hina. It's this game. She's the name of the game. It's always her, Minariko. Versus Steve Strong. It's okay. I thought it was her in this game, but I'm not a Mersa main, so I often forget. Okay, here's looking at you, kid. Where's my homing? The damage range on this thing, I wonder. Character's broken, dude? Holy moly, look at that damage output. Dude, versus players, when they play for hitboxes, they're literally playing a broken shot type. Problem is, I don't know how to do stage portions without homing. I'll go pup dance today, I'm a pain in the ass. Yeah, it is not the easiest thing in the world. You know what? I didn't see that. Yeah, this is the character I have to route. Let's do this one. I don't have to route with this one. Oh, Christmas trees, oh, Christmas trees. Patchy's the next game. Touhou 11 is the one with the conjoined shot types. If I'm in the damage range, I will do the bugged damage. In that specific damage range. I skip past the bug damage range. I believe it's 3 to 4. Too much. Why did I turn that back on? I don't care to, like, not bug the damage, because if I just play at max damage, then it's fine. Or if I don't play at max damage, then I use the bug. That's also just fine. How's this one play? Ooh, I'm so spread, dude. Look at that shotgun damage. Holy moly. This character's broken. This character's broken. Alright, enemies are spawned. I'm a hacker, man. Yeah. I don't know how to do some of these stages not homing though, so. Character's broken, dude? Unbelievable. I also don't know the score strats with this character, so... How do I route these stages? Okay, I'll go back to normal. I mean, you learn to do some, and you also learn to do bosses still. You gotta. In fact, you kind of gotta do them even more with rainbow homing, but it's just such a nice ease for most most stage portions. Most of the easier stage portions. Okay, some things like stage 4, you're even then not getting that much advantage. You're really not getting any advantage of rainbow homing. Oh, I'm eepy. Well, I mean, rainbow homing is always just the thing, right? It's like you trade the ease of usually stage portions and not having to be perfect positioned at all times at the cost of making most bosses worse. The higher health the enemy, the worse time you're probably going to have. Except in niche situations like Momiji, where you always have to stall her out to the same margin, so it's pretty much the same with her as it is for other characters. Anything that requires, like, timeout is still the same cope. Timeout or time down. I don't think I'll go the full 2 hours on this for the day. I don't think I am having the working awake brain to do that.
You gonna give me one for the road? What an ugly looking dodge. Let's move on. My brain is not gonna work well for this.